Big welcome to all of our B2B sales and marketing peeps to Making Sales Social Live, coming to you from the Social Sales Link Studios. I'm Bob Woods, the LinkedIn Sherpa, and I'm joined as always by fellow social selling trainer, consultant, and professional herself in her own right, also known as the LinkedIn Whisperer, Bryn Tillman. Sup, Bryn?
Sup, Bob, you and your tan. For those of you listening on podcast that can't see him, Bob just came back from St. Lucia, and it's obvious you look
I
fabulous.
do. Thank you. I appreciate it. It felt good to be out in the sun and to also miss all of the really hot weather here because it was hot there, but it was actually hotter back here in the States, or at least in the areas that we're in, than it was in St. Lucia, which is actually really interesting. Weather,
Well, it
what can
looks
you
like
do?
you had a blast. You're nice and rested and came back with this great topic. Tell us about it.
Yeah, exactly. So, many salespeople, as well as entrepreneurs and those who work for very small companies, they don't have access to full marketing departments. So, when these people hear about social selling, they may, in their minds, focus on the social part of that equation and think, man, I can't do that. I don't have any marketing support or any kind of marketing know how or strategies or whatever. I can't do it. I'm just going to push it off to the side and keep doing how I've been doing things. Well, think again, because Brent and I are here with 5 different ideas, pretty easy ones too, that'll help you create content that you can then use and publish yourself without having any kind of marketing department whatsoever. So, with that no excuses type of mentality in mind, here are 5 ideas to help you create content without marketing. And I just realized I don't have chat up. There
I'm
we
going to
go.
start with one that's not on your list if you're not ready.
Oh, yeah.
Live.
Live. Okay,
We
so
are
now we're official.
currently
Yes.
Yeah. So bonus, usually we do bonus at the end, but you're looking for content.
Yeah.
So right now, and I'm looking, we have 24 people on live. We
Yep.
literally posted this
A couple
20
hours
minutes
ago.
ago, a couple hours ago. Okay.
Yeah,
Time goes
barely.
fast. Today, right? And we've got lots of folks listening in. This is a wonderful way to have content. We stream it to YouTube, to LinkedIn, to X,
Yeah.
right? Like
Formerly
it
Facebook or formerly Twitter. Yes, exactly.
really, yeah, right. Yeah. So we've got content that's going out. We're having fun. We don't need marketing to do anything. It's live and it lives on your LinkedIn. So you can reshare it with people. People can come back and watch it. So it's reoccurring content. And you can actually schedule it to go live again. So if you, let's say you work globally and we're doing this, and we do this almost every single Monday at 12:30, except for holidays, Eastern time. And we're hitting Pacific time, but we're missing Singapore because they're sleeping. So we could actually schedule this in 12 hours if we wanted to. And we've got additional content. So that's where, oh, geez, that was my iPad. Sorry. So that for those of you that might have heard that big bang.
Yeah.
Um, so I thought, hey, just came to me. Did you find the 5?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I definitely found them,
Okay.
but that is an excellent extra one type of thing. Just realize that the only thing about LinkedIn Lives is you need to have a streaming platform to do it. You can't just go directly
True
to
story.
LinkedIn. So we use StreamYard. What do we use? We use Restream.
Use Restream.
StreamYard is another good one, and there are others that you
No,
can find that will let you do the same thing. Zoom is not one of them, by the way. So
yet.
Zoom will work yet. Hopefully, it will one of these days, but as of now, it's not.
Okay, so now let's take us
Let's
to the 5 that you thought about
the
on the airplane
5.
coming back.
Yes. So number 1, which is now number 2, is polling. So you're going to use polls in a very specific way this time. Now, you're going to ask your audience. So that's really simple to do. So you do a post with a poll in it. You have three options of potential things that you could write about, whatever those may be in your industry. And then for your fourth choice, you always have other list in comments or
There.
whatever. And then
Yeah.
people can tell you whether or not you hit on something in the questions within the poll themselves, or someone else thinks of something different, they can put it in there. Ask your audience because they will tell you what they want to know more about. And because you are the expert, you are the thought leader, you can then develop all these pieces of content surrounding the type of stuff that you know that they want to listen to. How awesome can that be?
That's pretty awesome. Yeah, and the poll itself is content, and then
Yeah.
what you learn from the poll is content, right? So
Yeah.
it's this big win. What we have found, and a lot of folks will say to us, "Aren't polls overused?" Well, they are because they still work, right? They're being used because they work. LinkedIn has done a brilliant thing, believe it or not. You can actually, yeah, I love you, LinkedIn.
We
But
love you, LinkedIn, massively.
love you. But you can't see how other people voted until you vote. So if you have any ounce of curiosity around the topic or how your peers might be thinking about that topic, you want to vote, not just so you can share your vote, but so you can see how others voted. The
Exactly.
wonderful thing, right, to your point is we now have content we can write about. We did a mini study. 123 people voted and this is what we found. That's content. And then
Yeah.
we can reach out to some of those people that voted, prospects particularly, and say, "Hey, I'd love a quote from you in a blog post that I'm writing about that poll. Would you jump on a 15-minute Zoom call with me?" And now you can begin a relationship with the right person, not around sales, but you've got this call that's talking about the topic. You want their perspective. Now you quote them. Maybe you have 3 quotes or 5 quotes in a blog post or an ebook or whatever you do. With an ebook, you probably need a little more marketing. A blog post, you don't. And on LinkedIn, you can create an article from that content. You don't even need a website that has a blog post to do that. There's so much that we can do with a poll that we don't need marketing for.
Right. Although marketing people, we love you. We love marketing. We all just know that not everyone has access to marketing. So this is specifically for those people. So, numero trace, record conversations with clients that you have. And then when they have questions or thoughts or whatever, use those to base a post on because clients are a part of your audience when you think about it. If they have questions, other people who are interested in your products or services are probably going to have the same questions. Why not use those questions, those thoughts, those ideas in content? That can be especially powerful because sometimes they will say things that you're like, oh, I never thought of that question before, but that's an excellent question. You answer the question, you turn that around, and then you use it in a post.
So brilliant. 2 things on this. The first thing is, if you don't ask permission, you can only use your talk piece, right?
Right.
So
Good
so
point.
be careful. Now, if you're going to include the client, you need to ask permission, send it to them before you publish it. There's a little more work in that if you're including their voice or video in that question. The way around that is, you can start the recording with, "My client asked me this question today." Go back. So sorry. Finish it. Finish the conversation. Jump back into Zoom and record, "My client asked me this question today. This is what she was going through. This is what we talked about. And here are some of the insights." So you can take that. And if you don't remember what you said, you recorded it. So you can listen to it and then go re record. So just a couple of things to keep in mind as you're doing this. But Bob, that's a
Yeah.
great one.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And I mean and we're also working in video into that. Video still works. Video is hot. Video is huge. Get comfortable with it because when you do video, you're already going to be way ahead of probably most of your competition, if not all of your competition. And people like to see people when they are consuming content. So, just like if you're watching us live right now, you're watching me and Bryn, you can see us look into the camera and pretend like we're talking to you directly, although we are, we
We
are,
are, Bob.
this type of thing. Yes, we are. That's true.
So,
So,
so wait. Can I add? Can I add real
yeah,
quick? I
absolutely.
haven't done it yet, but when I logged into Zoom today, there's a new feature called Clips. So I think with Zoom, we may be able to pull out clips and download them from our recording.
Ooh, if
Ooh,
that's
I
the case,
haven't
that
played
would
yet.
be hot. That would be absolutely hot if Zoom would do that because there are certain websites out there that will do that and use AI to do all that. And that's something that I'm just hearing about. So we'll definitely look into that a little more and let you know what that's all about when we learn more. But if that's the case, that could be absolutely huge.
Ginormous.
Exactly. Exactly. So
And
number
it
4.
says Clips Beta.
Clips beta. Okay. So it may not work perfectly, but it's there and they're definitely working on making it into like a real live finished product, which is very cool. And hopefully they won't charge extra for it. Number 4, um, base a comment that you write on someone else's content as the basis, I guess I should say, for your own post. So if you're commenting and you do like a really good comment on someone's post, and LinkedIn actually supports you doing this now because whenever you leave a comment on a post, LinkedIn pops up a very helpful box. I forget exactly what it says, but it's basically like, "Hey, turn this into a post." Your comment, in other words, into a post. So why not do what LinkedIn is suggesting? Because it's a brilliant idea. Because you're
Mhm.
already sharing your thought leadership and you're adding value to that person's post. Why not just take it to the next step and actually do it in your own post?
That's awesome idea. Awesome, awesome. So I think some of this also, and I don't know that it works exactly the same way, but collaborative articles is
Yes.
also another way where they're asking questions and you're providing answers that will inspire you. I don't think they have that feature, right? Where when we comment, it says make your own post. It doesn't in collaborative articles. However, take your comment and expand on that potentially as a post.
Bonus number 2. We just keep on coming up with bonuses as we go throughout this thing. It's
I'm
just
a big fan of bonuses.
as bonuses where this is just snowballing into a fiesta. So, number I don't even know what the numbers are anymore after this. So we're
One
just
maybe.
going to going bullet point. Curate content from other sources and offer opinions, thought leadership, etc. So if you see a good article out there that you definitely have opinions on, get the URL, paste it into the post area so it will link to it and then offer your own brilliance on whatever the topic may be.
Awesome. So, where can we find stuff? You can use hashtags to find content based on topics. You can use listen notes to find podcasts, and you can certainly use a podcast and then talk about the host and the guest and and mention the podcast and then talk about your perspective on it and why you loved it. Huge opportunity there. Um, and then you can use, which I haven't used in a long time, but we used to use it all the time, which is Feedly. It's a
Yeah.
place where you can curate content based on topics. It's a freemium. So you can use that. And if you are really, and this is a paid, there are paid products around curating content. things. Well, I mean, we can put some stuff in the show notes, but there are definitely places that, industry content. The big thing you have to make sure is that what you're sharing, you may see because you've paid to access the site, but it could be gated for other people. And so you want to make sure that if you're using premium content through a paid subscription, that you test the link in an incognito window to first see if it's available for anyone to view. Um, I am so frustrated when I get so excited about clicking through a link and then it's gated.
Yeah,
So, yeah. So
absolutely.
we have a couple. Can we answer some of these questions that are
We
coming
can
in?
absolutely.
Oh, we just have a hello from Sierra Leone. Hello
Yeah.
back.
How would I?
Definitely a bucket list place to be. And then, oh, am I having? How would I be a direct salesperson from? Oh well, that's a much bigger question than this particular topic. But I'm going to share. So the question is, we have someone globally who wants to sell. The best thing you can do are find companies. I'm going to just answer. Find companies where you like their product and find out if they have affiliate links, and then go ahead and sell via an affiliate link. Then you don't have to be employed, but you can sell. All right, that was my 2 cents.
That's a good one. That's an excellent point. So getting back to the topic, our final
And that
one.
topic.
Yes, exactly. Our final one is the thing that everyone's been talking about lately, but it really is important and it ain't going away. Learn how to use it or get left behind. Chat GPT or the generative AI types of things like Claude and Bard and those types of things. I think
Like
Chat
Kleenex.
GPT, right? Yeah, Chat GPT is going to become the what Xerox became to copying. I think it's
Or
at
Kleenex
some
became to
point. Yeah.
tissues.
Yes, exactly, exactly. So, excuse go ahead, Brent.
All right, yep. Oh, that was me last week. So ChatGPT, there's so many ways to use this the wrong way. And we're going to share with you for a moment the right way. You just recorded something maybe from your client, or maybe you went in and recorded a 3 to 5 minute video on a topic. Take that transcript and use that transcript only, and tell ChatGPT who, and I'll let you do crisp in a minute because that'll help to understand. But the key is, in my opinion, to tell it, do not research, use the following transcript only. And I've been doing this a lot, and it's way more authentic and in your voice. But before you tell it that, you want to tell it crisp. Go ahead, share crisp for everyone.
Yeah, so Crisp, that is our way of writing Chat GPT prompts, which everything is done via prompt. Prompt is like a question essentially, but you do it in specific ways. So Crisp is C is content, R is role, I is inspiration, S is scope, and P is prohibition. So the big prohibition that Bryn mentioned was to not go out and research everything else. That's the perfect example of a prohibition. The other things set the tone, they set the roles, they set the scope of what to look at and what not to look at. The example that I want to bring up really quick is, let's say that you really don't know what you want to write, or you've gone through all of the other ideas and you're like, okay, now what am I going to write about? So what you can do is you can, within a prompt, input your role as a salesperson in whatever type of company, your audience that you're trying to reach, buyers, decision makers, C-level in specific companies or whatever, even sizes of companies, and the fact that you want to create posts for LinkedIn that your audience will find of value. You can ask it for like 10 different subjects on that. It spits them out. Once that's done, you can say, "Oh, I like number 5, whatever that was. Write a 100-word post on that." Hopefully, it'll write a post for you on that. At that point, put it into your own voice, read it out loud, make sure it doesn't sound like a robot, because I guarantee you it's going to sound like a robot. And then make sure that it sounds like you, and then you can actually use that for the post itself.
I love that. I am going to do perfect. And if you don't want to ask it's 100, you can take the topic that it suggested, get on Zoom, record it for 3 minutes in your own voice
Yep.
on that topic, and then go
Ye
back and use crisp with the prohibition of do not research, use the following text only or the following transcript only. Bob, this is fun. Maybe we should go. Maybe we'll cut out our team for a week and try this on our own. No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh,
no, no. I love our team.
you just
No, 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 no.
a bunch
Never.
of people are cringing right now, and trust us, we would never do that. We would never do that.
We can
But
experiment a little bit and do a little bit on our own and report back because these are all our ideas, but we have a marketing team.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
let
and
yeah.
yeah, and sometimes if you actually do have a marketing team, but you're listening to this and you're like, my marketing team doesn't do things like this. I wonder if I should suggest to them, that they should do that. Just
Bob.
send them a couple of episodes, have them give us a call. We are always happy to talk with anyone out there. So, speaking of content, we have an ebook that we actually introduced a little while ago that's adjacent to this. It's not exactly the same, but I do think it's a big help. It's called The 7 Types of Content for the Buyer's Journey. So, anyone can use this ebook to come up with content in general, and in particular, come up with content where that can be used wherever the buyer is falling in the different stages of your buying process. So the proverbial funnel, top of funnel, mid of funnel, getting ready to close. You can, if you're interested in getting that ebook, it's at socialsaleslink.com/journey, as in journey, as in the band, Don't Stop Believing Journey. Socialsaleslink.com/journey. You can go there, put in your email address. You can have that. That will not only help you with ideas just in general of types of content, but specific types of content for wherever they are at, your buyers are at in their journey of buying from you.
Okay, can we now start? Oh, I spelled journey wrong. Hold on. For those,
Journey.
I know I added a P for please, can we sing? Don't stop believing. No, no, we're not going to sing. I have a
I
cold.
can't sing that.
Oh, I can when I don't have a cold.
Yeah, I hear
But
that.
we're not going to do that because we're going to lose all of our subscribers and followers, which you're now going to tell them to do.
Yes, exactly. So, so thank you again for joining us on Making Sales Social Live. If you are with us live on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, or X, formerly known as Twitter, right now, we do this every week. So keep an eye out for our live sessions. If you're listening to us on our podcast, so recorded, and you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and hit that subscribe or follow button to access all of our previous shows and be alerted to when our new ones drop. More info on our podcast is available at socialsaleslink.com/podcast. We do 2 shows weekly, this one and our Making Sales Social interview series, where we talk with leaders and experts in sales, marketing, business, and many more business type of areas. So when you are out and about, be sure to make your sales
Social.